Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. I am the Crypto Crow. I've got some not so good news and some really exciting stuff coming with Cornucopias, Bitcoin's price, and Cardano's price. And so we're going to try and just dive right into this. This is an article talking about Bitcoin miners have been depositing big into exchanges recently. And then there's a chart here that kind of demonstrates the flow from miners into exchanges. And so you can see right here, which is basically where we're at currently, a substantial peak. And then if you look back, I didn't even read through a lot of the article. I was just looking at the data. But if you look all the way back here to around July 13th, July 12th, July 3rd, well, this is June 23rd, June 12th of 2023. Sorry. It's hard to see sometimes. But you can see that that was the last time we had a substantial peak like this. Basically outflows from miners into exchanges. And if we look at Bitcoin's price chart, if we go all the way back to, well, you can see April, May, June. So right about here, 12th. So right about here is where that happened last year. And we got a pretty substantial pump from that for some reason. So if we go to the 12th and up to the peak, we went up about 25%. But the following month, we basically took that peak and dumped it right back into the market. And so it's really interesting to see what's going on. But for whatever reason, I don't understand how basically Bitcoin miners dumping into exchanges would pump the price and then turn around and dump it. So I'm not sure what that is, but we're going to have to keep an eye on this and see how this ultimately plays out in our current market, because we've been getting a pretty substantial rally up to above $69,500. And what I also found interesting is that during this Cardano price pump, all the way wicked up to about 37 cents, I was looking at other assets. I was very happy to see that we were closing and continuing to move on a 4-hour above this moving average. But now it's basically come working back towards the positive liquidity. So we basically started chewing through the bearish liquidity up around the 37 cent mark. We didn't make it through. We got a rejection, came back down. Now the moving average is pumped up and we're still currently sitting above it. And I'm hoping we stay, because I was looking at other major assets, like in the gaming and the tech world, all of those, while Cardano was pumping, all of these other assets were not crashing, but getting a correction in the market. This is Super, which is, I didn't even realize this is Elio Trade's project, and congrats to him. But, it basically went all the way from basically like $1 on the 11th, pumped all the way up to around $1.43, and now it's currently sitting at around $1.28. But there were a lot of other assets that were getting a big correction while Cardano was moving to the upside. Now the Bitcoin is moving to the downside again for a bit of a correction. So is Cardano. So I found that interesting. But yeah, there's definitely some outflows into exchanges, which typically it means, hey, look, a lot of the miners are looking to dump. Maybe it's a tax thing. Maybe I don't know, because this is happening across the board. So we're going to look at what's going on in Cornucopias world, because there's some really cool stuff happening in Cornucopias. I just recorded a really awesome interview with these guys, and I'm not sure what happened to the file. I was using Zoom and something happened to the file, so I figured, you know what, I'm just going to do a video on it. So on Wednesday, there's going to click my link down below. It is an affiliate link. And so any of you guys and gals that are going to ape into a lot of this cool stuff, make sure you use my link. I got to pay some daggone bills. I haven't done a sponsored video in so long. I'm starting to feel old. And just the market has not been rocking. So, but this is really cool stuff. This is Rando's Metalworks Junker Jet, which I'm absolutely going to get. But there are a lot of new assets that are hitting the marketplace on Wednesday. And there's a whole transition to what's happening, because right now you're going to be able to buy some of these assets in a variety of different ways, depending on the chain you're on. But you're also going to be able to start using your COPI tokens, which is a really, really, really big deal that so many of us have been waiting for. Many of us have been accumulating, and you're going to, not for all of them, but they're starting to transition into expanding and building on the Cornucopias COPI token ecosystem. And everything that you're able to get is going to have direct utility within the game world, which, like this, for example, is absolutely amazing. And it just looks really, really good. This is the Valkyrie F9R. Apparently, it's for high-speed racing and things like that. You've got a really cool Titan XL backpack over here. I want all of this stuff because I'm just kind of giddy. I think this was fun. Burger Barn Deluxe hat. You know there are going to be so many people wearing this stinking thing. Then you've got the Zero G Stratos jetpack, which that's cool, but I want my junk pack. I love junk parts. Since I was a kid, I've always taken stuff apart. I used to get into so much trouble. Oh my God. I took apart everything from radios, VCRs. I took a TV apart once. I shouldn't have done that. I took apart my old Commodore SX64. I electrocuted myself twice because I didn't learn from the first time. I stuck a screwdriver into the little suction cup behind the little CRT monitor. The monitor was only this big, but I tell you what, it was the weirdest feeling in the world. And I'm like, what was that? So I did it again. I'm so stupid. But I stuck a screwdriver into the little suction cup that's supposed to like help keep people out, because where all that static electricity buildup happens. And I discharged it into my arm like twice. Maybe that's what happened to me as a kid. I don't know. Maybe that's why I had so many problems. But anyway, you've got the Corn Cuties Grizzly backpack. There's just so much stuff happening. And during this interview, and all of this kicks off on Wednesday. And we know that you're going to be able to start buying, or not buying, well, you can buy it now in the marketplace, but you're going to be able to start selecting your land. And there's so many things that are coming to Cornucopias now. First yawn. I've been like going to sleep really late. But there's a lot of stuff happening with Cornucopias, and they're really starting to integrate, well, the land plots. We're going to be able to start diving into and selecting those. A lot of the cool stuff is going to be happening, such as mining, and other things that are going to be happening by Christmas. And then basically the plan is for them to start having things like, building on your land, a lot of these kind of gameplay mechanics, combat, things like that, coming in hopefully the first quarter of next year. So basically, as the crypto market is really starting to rear into its potential peak, Cornucopias is going to start kicking out all of this new stuff that we're going to be able to use and do in game. So I'm super excited about that. I'm hoping there's a way to rescue this interview that I did. If not, we'll just have to have them back on, and maybe we'll just do it live on StreamYard or something so that there's no issues, because it was a really good, really fun interview, and I'm sorry you aren't able to see it right now. But make sure you check this out on Wednesday, because you're going to be able to start using your COPI tokens. And the thing is that more and more opportunities are going to start launching to be able to utilize your Cornucopias tokens moving forward. And I'm really excited about that, because we got to start seeing some really strong use cases, start getting that token moving, because so many of us have been accumulating for so long and sitting on these tokens knowing what's coming, but there just hasn't been a lot of use for them yet. And I can definitely see that. So make sure you check out this whiz bang of a sale coming up to the marketplace on Cornucopias. Just click the link down in the description below, and you should be able to start getting what you want. My hope is that a lot of this stuff doesn't sell out so quickly that you're not able to get it, because literally anytime I've tried to be a part of a sale at launch, everything is sold out in minutes. I'm not able to get anything, and then I've got to go scour the secondary market on their marketplace to pick up what I want. And it's not like the prices are so astronomical that it's a huge deal, but it would be nice to be able to mint some stuff. I was able to mint my my nodes, my node NFTs and things. I was able to mint that. So, but anyway, at the current state of affairs, man, Bitcoin's been coming down for a little bit of a correction. How low do we go? I don't really know. I don't really think anybody does. I need to go check out Trade Travel Chill and see what was his tongue twister day. I want to see what she has to say about what's going on in the market, because I think if anybody has her ear to the grindstone, she's definitely got it. And I haven't checked her videos out recently. So yeah, that's it. I just wanted to do a quick video, basically letting everybody know you definitely want to check out this marketplace sale. Grab yourself a Junker jetpack. I'm definitely going to be getting one. I just think that looks so insane. And there's so much coming to Cornucopias, you're not going to want to miss out. So make sure you keep checking out the Cornucopias website for updates. And of course, this channel, and I know there are many others that are keeping tabs on everything going on. They're actually messaging me. Josh is messaging me right now because he loves to do that when I'm recording. Gotta love him. But anyway, until next time, crow your coins, and happy Monday, and I'll see you soon.